say when I get home today, all the long way to school, and all the way back I've looked and looked, and I've kept careful track. All that I've noticed except my own feet was a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. There's nothing to tell of. That won't do, of course. Just a broken down wagon that's drawn by a horse. That can't be my story. That's only a start. I'll say that a zebra was pulling that cart. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say I saw it on Mulberry Street. Yes, the zebra is fine, but I think it's a shame such a marvelous beast with a cart that's so tame. The story would really be better to hear if the driver I saw were a charioteer. A golden blue chariot's something to meet, rumbling like thunder down Mulberry Street. No, it won't do at all. A zebra is too small. A reindeer is better. He's fast and he's fleet. And he'd look mighty smart on old Mulberry Street. Hold on a minute. There's something wrong. A reindeer hates the way it feels to pull a thing that runs on wheels. He'd be much happier instead if he could pull a fancy sled. A reindeer and a sleigh. Say, anyone can think of that. Jack or Fred or Joe or Nat. Say, even Jane can think of that. But it isn't too late to make one little change. A sleigh and an elephant, there's something strange. I'll pick one with plenty of power and size. A blue one with plenty of fun in his eyes. And then just to give him a little more tone, have a Raja with rubies perched high on a throne. Say, that makes a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But now I don't know, and it still doesn't seem right. An elephant pulling a thing that's so light, and whip it around in the air like a kite. But he looks simply grand with a great big brass band, and a band that's so good it should have someone to hear it. But it's going so fast it's hard to keep near it. I'll pull on a trailer, I know they won't mind if a man sits and listens while I hitch one behind. But now is it fair? Is it fair what I've done? I bet those wagons weigh more than a ton. That's really too heavy to load for one beast. I'll give him some helpers. He needs two at least. But now what worries me is this. Mulberry Street runs into bliss. Unless there's something I can fix up, there'll be an awful traffic mix-up. It takes police to do the trick, to guide them through where traffic's thick. It takes police to do the trick. They'll never crash now. They'll race at top speed with Sergeant Mulvaney himself in the lead. The mayor is there and he thinks it's grand. He raises his hat as they dash by the stand. And the mayor is there and the alderman too, all waving banners in red, white, and blue. Now that is a story no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. With a roar of its motor, an airplane appears and dumps out confetti and everyone cheers. And that makes a story that's really not bad. But it still could be better. Suppose that I add a Chinese boy who eats with sticks, a big magician doing tricks, a 10-foot beard that needs a comb. No time for more, I'm almost home. I swung around the corner and dashed through the gate. I ran up the steps. I felt simply great, for I had a story that no one could beat, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But Dad said quite calmly, just drop your stool and tell me the sights on the way home from school. There was too much to tell, I just couldn't begin. Dad looked at me sharply and pulled up his chair, and he frowned at me sternly, and there in his seat was there nothing to look at, no people to greet? Did nothing excite you or make your heart beat? Nothing, I said, glowing red as a beet, but a plain horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street.